in an appropriate and proper manner that will inspire confidence amongst the people of South Africa. The deputy conveners, we have got two deputy conveners of the Mayibuye consultation process. The deputy convener is Nolubabalo Mcinga from Sarah Bartman region in the Eastern Cape. Nolubabalo Mcinga is here. The other deputy convener is Robert Mwendo, who is also the president of the Mandahashu Workers Union of South Africa, which organizes EPWP workers and community workers. He's sitting with us as well here. The national coordinator is Pepile Cyprian Mahlaba from KwaZulu-Natal province. He is born in Mkanyakude, but he currently resides in eThekwini. The deputy coordinator is Gabsile Shongwe from Nhlanzeni in Mpumalanga province. Kanyamasa. He's a former MEC of community safety in the province of Mpumalanga. Deputy convener is Luda Libelo. It's from Gauteng province in Johannesburg, Luda. And then the TGO, which is the Treasurer General's Office, fundraiser and TGO functions, is with Menzi Magubane from KwaZulu-Natal and Mpumalanga, the former TG.
So that was the list that was being announced by Floyd Shivambu for the leadership team of the Mayibuye consultation team. What is interesting there is the absence of somebody, who was being circulated in the media, is somebody who might be included on that list. And that person is actually Ndlozi. So many people were saying Ndlozi might be included in that list, but we are seeing the results today. Ndlozi has not been included on that list. It turns out, that Ndlozi might have rejected this offer to be part of this Mayibuye consultation process. And Ndlozi, he has made, a correct decision by not, joining and being part of this team that is being assembled by Floyd Shivambu. Because the problem that is there, is that it's actually Floyd who destroyed Ndlozi's career, and trusting him again with this big decision, when he's already gotten a stable job at Power FM now. So it's the correct decision that has been taken by Ndlozi not to associate with this Mayibuye consultation team. So in part of this leadership team, there were so many interesting names that were included in there. And one interesting name in there is that of Patrick Sindane. It's very interesting, because Patrick Sindane himself, he is a former EFF member, a former Patriotic Alliance member. And to see this guy working with Floyd, it's a little bit of a surprise. The reason being in that Patrick Sindane was actually one of the people who was revealing, during those times, when people were still looking for an answer as to why Floyd left the EFF, Sindane came in and explained that Floyd was one of the people, who was sabotaging the EFF in KZN. He would call a meeting and he would not even come. So it was Patrick Sindane, talking about all of that. But today we are seeing him working with Floyd. It's really kind of a surprise, because this is the guy who was saying, Floyd was sabotaging the EFF. So why is he now wanting to work with somebody like that? It's really a surprise to be seeing Patrick Sindane working alongside Floyd. Another big surprise in there is Vusi Khoza. You know, Vusi Khoza has been with multiple parties that he's been with. And right now, I thought that, Vusi Khoza is currently stable at the Labour Party and he is happy because he's left, like, the EFF went to MK, then went to Labour Party. And he gave a reason to say the reason why I left MK was because Floyd was coming in. Okay, fine. He leaves, he goes to the Labour Party, but today he is here united with Floyd Shivambu. Very surprising there. Because how can you twist and turn like that? It's really surprising. It doesn't make much of a sense. So one thing, Vusi Khoza was being questioned on social media as to whether is he still with the Labour Party or not. And he responded to that. There's a tweet where he was saying the Labour Party is now in the past. Let's focus on the present. So this is a clear sign, that Vusi Khoza is like left the Labour Party and is now with Mayibuye consultation process. So this tells us one thing: we are guaranteed that the results of this Mayibuye consultation process is going to yield a new party, despite Floyd Shivambu telling us that they are going to be asking the people whether a new party is needed or not. These people coming in, it tells us that guaranteed a new party is coming in. This is definitely a deduction that we can come up with. Looking at this list further again, there is another not so big of a surprise in there through Fana Mokoena, the former EFF MP. This guy, when he left the EFF, we all thought that he was going to join MK, but he never joined MK. And he was always, siding with Floyd's decisions. And it was very clear that he was part of the team, that was trying to cause disruption within the EFF, but ultimately they couldn't meet their objective. And after realizing the chaos that was occurring at MK, Fana Mokoena couldn't join MK, because it was just chaotic. So he just stood by the sidelines and watching what Floyd was doing. And now Floyd is coming up with this new party and Fana Mokoena is joining in. So, do they have what it takes, to appeal to the masses? The lineup in itself, it doesn't have those big names to attract the masses. It's all coming down to Floyd or nothing. If Floyd is able to pull the masses, then that would be amazing for them. But if he fails, there is nobody who can step up to be able to pull those numbers. So it's Floyd Shivambu or nothing. And that was the list that was announced by Floyd Shivambu. I'll catch you guys on the next one.